Yo, what's good, y'all? Just finished watching OTD's All-Star Weekend event, and I wanted to give my honest thoughts about it, give some feedback. So let's get into it. First thing that was pretty evident was that the event started late. I'm not sure what was happening, and it's not just OTD. TNC does it. Pep's event does it. A bunch of different pay-per-view events do it to where they start late, but I still think it's good to be punctual. So it started about an hour late. I'm not sure if there were any updates, at least I didn't see any, saying, hey, we're pushing back an hour. So those things would have been nice from a consumer standpoint. Cameras also went in and out sometimes. It went to a black screen, then came back. Is it the best production in the world? No. But again, production that's pretty darn good overall when it comes to the video and camera quality. Now for game one. Tello versus Mike. This is a pretty physical game from the beginning, honestly. I had Tello winning this match, and this match was pretty entertaining for especially for like a starter game. I'd say this match was pretty good. Overall, Mike started off really slow in the beginning. He didn't really establish anything. Tello really is getting to the rim. He's been knocking down open shots. He hit some tough shots too, fading away in the corner, in the short corner over Mike. It's pretty good, but I think it's because of Tello's just overall experience. He wasn't able to put the game away early. Mike ended up coming back through in the game. He found something near the end. He found that, hey, once I get to the basket, it's easy. I feel like Mike oftentimes just settles for a bunch of open jumpers for no reason, or he's like overthinking in his head. He's doing one move, doing another. Now I got to pull, but he was getting blocked a lot downhill, but he was also getting fouled a lot and getting sent to the line a lot. Refs were calling the fouls this game too. Shoot, we'll get to the refs later. But honestly, I like this game overall. Tello just needed to finish it. I think it's because of lack of experience, honestly. Mike was able to find something within Tello's game to keep getting to the basket. It's not like Tello couldn't win, but oh, and he slipped at the end. Mike ended up slipping what, the second to last play of the game, I think. He went like hard left, slipped straight to the floor. But overall, I would say that was a pretty good game. It was pretty physical, decent amount of fouls, but they both were playing through it mostly. Refs are calling it, but yeah. Now for Bruce versus Dooley. This game lasted over an hour. I think around like the 35-minute mark, maybe the 40-minute mark, it was like 26, 22-ish, maybe something like that. This game felt like it lasted forever, honestly. The first half, which is surprising because the first half is pretty good, wasn't as competitive. I think Dooley was up, what? Yeah, I have it in my notes. He started off 13-0. He was cooking. Hit a three, he came down, sidestep, hit the short corner mid range. He was getting everything that he wanted. Probably, if I'm being honest, the entire game. If I'm being really honest, like there wasn't too much Bruce could do with Broly. I said Broly with Dooley outside of just getting in his pocket and then fouling. But we'll end up getting to that. Bruce actually did come back though. Bruce started playing better defense. He didn't hack as much as I thought he did initially watching back, at least in the first half. But he hit more threes than I thought he would. I had Dooley winning this game, honestly, just because I thought he'd hit more threes than Bruce would. But Dooley also doesn't get to the basket as well as Bruce. but Bruce also doesn't finish last. It's ticky tack. Anyways, though, there was a big issue with abusing the rules. We need some type of within OTD. We need some type of rule set to where we can't just foul somebody every single play, and it's not just on Bruce and Dooley. It's also on the refs. Yes, refs have to because the refs were not calling fouls. There's a play Dooley goes to the basket. He tries to rise up near the elbow. Bruce holds his arm down. No call. Crazy, but then like a ref will call a ticky tack foul where they just high five in the air. Like there's got to be some type of consistency, or I wish like a ref would stand his ground when making a call. Near the end of the games, the refs would just swallow their whistles, okay, and just say, "Hey, you players can duke it out," I guess. But then there has to be some type of penalty for hacking somebody. Like if you're just constantly fouling somebody, there has to be some type of penalty. It's not just Bruce. Dooley did it too, but that was it was really hard to watch. Another thing within this game that made it so long was the pausing. We can't have okay, someone gets fouled, they go to the floor, we're sitting there for 5 minutes, they get up, they go back to their bench, they go back to their corner, they're sitting again another 5 minutes. Like these games gotta go. The waiting in between just kills it for me. Like it just kills the momentum. And overall, like that first half, I felt was really good. Like we had something there, but that end of the second half, refs not calling fouls, we're hitting people out the air. There's no penalty for fouling. Like I know, off the dribble is planning on implementing the 5 foul limit, but you have to keep possession of the ball. I was iffy on keeping possession, but where I'm right, where I'm at right now, where my mind's at, if you don't keep possession of it, what's gonna stop somebody from hitting you over and over again? Like if I'm the defense and I know you can't shoot free throws, I'm just gonna foul you every single time, and that's what happened to Dooley. Like he got to the line too, it was missing. Just a, a hackadooly strategy, and guess what? It worked. Bruce ended up winning. It worked in his favor. That game was a little bit disappointing. I felt like it was different from a Bruce versus Keem standpoint, purely because the refs just called the fouls more. Like it's not like refs were missing calls, and it was for a belt, you know. But during this game, it's like refs are missing calls, and you're getting hit. Bruce is going for a layup. That's another thing. We gotta get rid of those poles. Those poles under the basket. We gotta get some like the rims to actually like come down something. Cause boy, Bruce almost killed himself. Oh, I can't even say that. Nice. Might have to edit that out. Bruce almost had a concussion, I guess, running into the pole, hitting himself. Because Broly, I keep saying Broly, Julie had like pushed him a little bit. Bruce hits the pole, boom, falls down for a little bit. Things happen. He gets up. They want to fight each other now. Like, man, we got to do something. But that game was very iffy. Maybe add and ones too. I have this in my notes. I know TNC does it where you get the and one, you get a free throw also. But then again, you miss the free throw, other person's ball. So there has to be some type of incentive to not just foul every single play and be rewarded for it. Now, these next two games, well, ignoring the celebrity game, y'all gonna think I'm hating. Nesco versus Jerome Randall. Number one, Jerome Randall can hoop. That boy can hoop. I think they got him listed at 5'9". He's not 5'9". He's got to be like 5'6". Hitting all types of floaters. He's hitting like these weird, unorthodox shots, but they're not really. I think it's because of the level he's played at. Like he's played what EuroLeague, he's played in the league actually, despite his height. Like he's played against dudes that are bigger than him. So when you see him take like contested shots in quotations, and like these weird floaters, he was hitting floaters too. Like this is normal for him. He don't really see anything. So when you play someone shorter, like Nesco, he's already rising above Nesco, hitting them over them. And when Nesco puts a hand up, we're like, that's if he puts a hand up. It's not really affecting him. But for Jerome's first game, he was cooking, man. He looked like he was in control the entire game, honestly. Like I didn't think there was a time where I thought Nesco would actually win the game. Even when Nesco started down, I don't know what the score at halftime was, but he ended up coming back. He got up 22-17, something like that. I think Randall hits like a three and a layup. He ties up the game. Around there, something around there. Like there wasn't really a time Nesco could establish anything. Like his mindset was just off. His conditioning didn't seem to be there. Usually our one-on-one guys, they seem to be just the best in shape, so they already meet that threshold. They don't have to worry about that. But Nesco just seemed tired. He just looked out of it. Honestly, while Randall, he just looked locked in. Nesco is missing easy shots he usually hits, but within his game too, he also just takes harder shots than normal. Like I'm not sure what was up with Nesco, honestly, tonight. It's not to say that he did like terrible, but I had him winning the match. Like just because he's in the space, he's a top guy. He already beat Ty Lawson. His mindset just he didn't look locked in today, if I'm being honest. Celebrity game. This game did not happen, and I don't care that much for it. I don't care that much to watch celebrities hoop. But more so from a marketing standpoint, this game has to happen. I think Davo said it was a game for 20K. I'm not sure what happened. Some type of communication has to be there though. If you're a fan. Now, I'm sure most of the fans in the one-on-one space didn't pay to see that game. Like, I'm pretty sure that. But just from a marketing standpoint, in bringing in like those rappers' fan bases to see them play, and then those fans paying money and then not being able to see the game, that kind of sucks, honestly. So I think that game has to happen in some type of way, or it has to be communicated early. And I know things happen. People bail out last minute, and maybe I could have missed the communication factor too. It could be just be on me, but I just think there has to be something with it. And now again, for me personally, I don't care. I don't care to watch rappers play basketball. I'm here to watch the pros do and do their thing. Now, LP versus Trey. Now, if you saw the 3-on-3 game, I'm sure we kind of saw it coming, right? At least a little bit. We didn't think LP was finna just wash Trey. He wasn't gonna beat him 30-10 or whatever he said in the backcourt connections video. It was honestly from LP, it was a little bit disappointing. Like overall, this game was disappointing. But Trey really impressed me too. He got a lot better. He did what he said he was gonna do. He played basketball the right way. The shots Trey was taking, he'll catch the ball. He jabs for a really long time. We might need like a 5 second jab count. I'm not gonna lie. But he'll catch it. He'll jab, move, he'll create space. Boom. Right into the shot. Easy. Other times he'll catch, boom, right into the shot because LP's hands are down. It's really simple stuff he was getting. So that way when he actually had to create, like that's just him getting in his bag now. But that wasn't the core component of his game. Well, Lamar was kind of the opposite. And honestly, like if we're gonna talk, I'll just go to OP's performance. OP, he started down 11-2, just giving up shots. Trey giving up Trey wide open jab threes. Like he's been in this space. I think this is what his 10th game. And the thing is, OP's been doing this. He's been doing this against ISO Hope. He did this against Pep. Uh, Off the top of my head, probably Bruce, but that's the second game. I'm not going to count that against him as much. He did it against Hezzy God. But it's like when LP plays somebody that's actually of a high caliber skill level like Trey, his bad habits really start to shine, and it's easier for the defense to take, or it's easier for the opponent to just take advantage of that. Poor conditioning. Am I saying LP is in the worst shape of his life? No, no, I'm not. But watching this game, it's like it's been a couple of these months, and he's still making the same mistakes. He was the first one tired in that game. Hope he's gonna move his hands down. He's gonna let you go by. He's gonna give up on defense. So LP was playing really good defense on Trey. Had him in a box. Trey pivots, steps through. LP just gives up. He gives up the play. Let's Trey gets the whatever. I think it was a step through layup or like a step through jump, something like that. Makes the shot. It's just little stuff like that where I'm like, why? You're more athletic. You say you're running 3 miles a day, but you're doing this. I don't get it. And you're saying you're supposed to beat this man like 30-10. What are we doing? We're a pro. What else? You said that there was an intentional foul, but missed the free throw. Yeah, Trey. They both got tired at the end. Near the end of the game, they both were just getting cooked. And honestly, Trey was supposed to put it away early, but there was a time near the end of the game. I think it was for game, yeah, because Trey had 29, I think. Should have been for game. The refs just said, "Hey, you don't get a free throw." Basically, or at least that's what Nas said. That Trey said, and that's what someone else. Whatever. I don't know exactly what happened. I wasn't there, but that's the conclusion I came to. Trey argued for a call, and he's like, "Okay, hey man, I don't need it to beat this guy anyway." Or it was that Trey just said, "Oh, you called a free throw, you called a foul, so I can get the free throw. No, I want to win the right way anyway." Like something like that. But LP ends up hitting two back-to-back threes, something like that. It's two back-to-back threes. He brings them back into the game. Honestly, they're both tired. They're both missing shots. All of these fouls are happening, but it's like again, the refs are swallowing their whistle. And I don't know why. Like when something is established, it has to be established, whether it's in the rule book or to basically just the rule book. Hey, this is how fouls are going to be called, or this is how this event is going to be ran. We need some type of structure within it. Otherwise, these outcomes, spoiler alert, these outcomes is with LP quitting the match because he thinks he's won. LP takes 5 dribbles. He takes 5 dribbles at the end, which I thought were really obvious. The refs don't call it live in time, but they were discussing it right after. They dap up. LP thinks he's good. The refs overturn it, and it's the right call. But if there's nothing in the rule books, and I'm not saying maybe there is, or if there's nothing that hasn't happened before, and LP sees that, he's probably thinking, "Oh, well, I got my dub. Why are you trying to implement something new on me?" And I can get that to a certain extent. Only difference with LP in this case is that Trey gave up free throws that he was really supposed to win off of. You're kind of supposed to meet him in the middle. and he's supposed to. It's really supposed to be Trey Lewis's win, honestly, or Joseph, whatever you want to call him. But we need some type of structure. I'm not trying to put everything on the refs because refs can't control outcomes. Are they really? They shouldn't be able to control the outcomes if you're a player. But it's more so on the platform of being like, hey, these are the things we stand by. These are the things we won't fold on. And if you're a player, you want to leave after that, okay, then hey, that's on you. You quit. And Dabo even said at the end, and I got to give Dabo his credit. He said, "Hey, I talked with LP. LP said he took his shoes off. He didn't want to play. Yada yada yada. This is Trey's win. Joseph gets his win. So, and it's respect for Dabo for that, for actually like holding LP accountable too. It's just objectively like it's just a bad look on his side, being that this is probably the third time I think Nesco quit the first match. Briscoe with his pay per view, and now LP. LP doesn't really have any excuse because it's already happened two other times, and he was at both events too. LP doesn't have an excuse, but for Davo, it's kind of like okay, we're kind of building this reputation of games, and it's not completely in his control, which sucks. But he's building a reputation of games not finishing, and we'd like to avoid that at all costs. Honestly, I just like seeing good basketball. So yeah, after that game and LP's behavior. Oh, and let me know, what do y'all think? To me, that's a L. If you quit a match in a game, that's a L. And the reason why is like in college, I take this example for college basketball. If I hit a game winning shot in college and it goes in and the refs call it in, it doesn't matter because the refs still have to go to the scores table and review it. So the refs could call game, say my team won, I hit the game winning shot, and then they go back and they see that my hand is still on the ball zero point 0.1 seconds after the clock went off, something like that. And then the refs have to overturn it and say my team lost. It sucks, but just because it's on a game winning point shouldn't mean that you can't overturn a call. And lastly, Nas's performance in the King of the Court. I think if you saw this, it goes without surprise, but Nas showed levels to this. He showed why he's number one. He beat everybody else. He scored 31. Zay had 17, and then Scoob and Keem had whatever they scored to make 32. He beat three other guys, or he almost beat three other guys, and they can't go to court, which is kind of funny. But Nas's performance after LP quitting and LP's lackluster performance, honestly, it showed that there's levels, man. Like I know we like to get on Nas for we always get on Nas for saying, "Hey, go play this guy." Or, Nas is ducking again, but Nas can hoop, man. Like he says, "Leave me alone" for a reason. Like I still want to see the Nas versus Scoob game. I still want to see Nas versus Zay, but right now I'm not. I don't think anyone can mess with him right now. I think he's skill wise, performance wise. I think he's number one. I hope Scoob can can pull something off next month. I hope School can train with the Tibetan monks. He can go get in the Bat Cave and plan and have prep time to beat Nas. But the way it's looking, like LP just showed, or not LP, Nas just shows why he wants to play NBA players, why he doesn't want to play anybody in the one-on-one space. And like LP quitting, I hate it because we keep proving Nas's point, and I want Nas to play more games. It sucks, but like LP calling out Nas and then Nas doing that. We be like, oh well, that wasn't against LP. Well, LP ain't performed good. Like it's the Frigga script all over again, if you're being honest. Frigga called out Nas, got killed. It's about to be the same with LP, and I'm calling it early before anyone else knows, or before anyone else does. Or I'm sure other people have, but you get the picture. I'm calling it early. Nas gonna Frigga LP. I don't think it's gonna be close. Even when LP gets all the training in out, I don't think it's gonna be close, at least right now. But yeah, that's pretty much my feedback from the events. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Join the Discord, and yeah, peace.